Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Denzel Bentley makes a successful first defence of his British middleweight title against Marcus Morrison. Bentley won the title in May against Linus Udofia, outpointed him. It was a split decision. Tough fight. This was nowhere near as tough. Morrison is one of those guys who initially was being sort of groomed to be a prospect. He's still only 29, but he's lost a few fights lately. He lost to Chris Eubank Jr. on points. That was in 2021. Got stopped in 4 rounds by Zach Parker. That was also at the back end of 2021, and he's now lost in 4 rounds to Denzel. So Morrison sort of found his level, but he did give Bentley, I don't know whether he gave him a tough fight. He didn't really, but there were little moments, especially in the first round, when he threatened to do more than perhaps people gave him credit for. A lot of people sort of rolled their eyes when they heard this matchup. I think Bentley's sort of British level, probably against a lesser opponent, might win the British title. But this is Morrison, sorry, but Bentley was just too strong, too physically strong. In the first round, Morrison came out really sharp. He was firing lots of punches. Crisp punches did actually sting Bentley a little bit, just a little bit, about a minute and a half in. But then Denzel soaked it up, came back, and by the end of the round was sort of on top. So that round could have gone either way. All right, you give it to Morrison if you like. Second round, Denzel took over. Blooded Morrison's nose, was landing very, very serious punches. Big Denzel, when he gets going, although he has got quite a good jab when he uses it, he likes to throw these huge, looping, swinging, bludgeoning punches. The sheer weight of it. It's like, it's the old, being hit with a sack of cement type of punch rather than a sort of sharpshooter. But there's no doubt he's physically at the weight. He's very, very strong. His loss to Felix Cash I thought was quite surprising. I think I picked Denzel to win that fight, which was, how wrong can you be? But it wasn't necessarily surprising that Felix won. It was just the manner in which he won, because he stopped Denzel in only 3 rounds, and Denzel never got going. That was for the British and Commonwealth middleweight titles. But since then, Denzel's come back with 3 wins, and yeah, he's looking good. I would say European level. I don't think there's anything to suggest he'd reach world level, although he could be sort of manoeuvred into a position where he fights for the world title again. And against a lesser man, he might even win it. But there's no doubt he's a good fighter. And Morrison, he strikes me as being a front runner against people who he can look sharp, he can look good against lower level guys, sort of area level guys. He looks very good. Once you put him in with someone who's going to punch back consistently, he just doesn't seem to have what it takes. He's got guts, the guy. I mean, in the 3rd round, he was really getting beaten up. The nose looked like it was broken. In the 4th round, Denzel it was more of the same. And Morrison's face was just a mask of swellings and blood. And in fact, Joe Gallagher, his trainer, jumped in and stopped the fight. But to Morrison's credit, he was genuinely complaining. He was annoyed. Denzel did some good body work as well, which Morrison didn't like. I think that might have been the key, because I think if they both headhunted, it would have been more competitive for more rounds, not just that first round. But Denzel did well. He mixed his punches up well, did work the body. Morrison didn't like it, and yeah, the writing was on the wall sort of by the 3rd round, certainly. So onwards and upwards for Mr. Denzel Bentley. Good fighter. I like watching him. He's only 27, so he can still make a splash. Morrison, 29, he's got something left if he wants it, but needs to really rebuild. He needs to rebuild his confidence. I think he didn't look, again, when he's on the front foot, when he's in against someone who is kind of lower level, maybe area level, he looks quite confident. But once someone starts hitting him back consistently, he really does. His confidence seems to drain out of him, the self-belief. I think he needs to go away, rebuild, and maybe fight, a few decent level journeymen, get back into the swing of things, maybe win, maybe fight for the English title. Go area level English, British if you want to win a British title. Win a British title, winning an area level title is good. It's something that you've won. You know what I mean? I know guys who've won area level titles, and they're really proud of it, and they should be proud of it. They're fighters, So as for Denzel Bentley, yeah, I think a European title shot's not out of the question. Middleweights, who have we got a middleweight? I mean, a rematch with Cash, don't know about that. I think Cash has got bigger fish to fry, but I would go down the European route if I was Denzel. But yeah, keep an eye on him. He's all right. He's all right. This was a good little fight while it lasted. A bit one-sided, but there was some action. And it was at the York Hall, so we were able to get that brilliant atmosphere. So yeah, did you see it? If so, leave your comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Double jab. Hit the subscribe button. Back with a like button. Thank you very much. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. We're going to get bigger. We're going to reach 1,000 subscribers. Come on, we can do it. Keep punching. Much love to you. We've got Golovkin and Canelo 3 coming up later today. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.